Hi Kings Mountain, this is Miss Kerr. We're gonna complete the States of Matter foldable on page 12 of your packet. So if you turn there, you'll see what I have on the screen right now. And then your teacher will provide you with some pieces that you're gonna cut out and put on here. So the first three pieces we're gonna cut out are solid, liquid, gas. So I'm just gonna do one of these and then you can go ahead. You're gonna cut along these vertical lines here, so you should have 3 different long vertical strips. So I'm going to cut along this, and I'm going to cut that out so that I have one long vertical strip that has solid. It has an example of an apple and an ice cube here, okay? So there are these faint lines right here. You're not gonna cut along those, you're gonna fold along those. So you're gonna fold in. The wording is actually gonna be the inside of your flap. So you're gonna fold in, kind of like a letter. So just like that. And you're actually going to glue on the back side, so you should be able to kind of see through the word solid. You're going to glue right there on the back, and you're going to stick it down so that when you open, you have actually 2 flaps right here. Okay? So that's what you're going to do with that. All right, next up, so then you're going to cut out liquid the same way and gas the same way. All right, the next step is going to be to apply your circles, okay? So you can color this afterward, but you're going to, color them nicely. And I'm just going to cut out a black and white. And let me do solid, since that's where I started. So I'm cutting out the solid circle. And you can do it a little neater than I'm doing it. But you're going to apply that circle. So you have this pasted down. You're going to apply the circle to the front cover, just like that. So you're going to glue it down onto that front cover. All right, the next cover that needs to be glued down is this one, and that's going to be your squares that talk about the particles. So first, before we go ahead and glue those down where they go, we need to draw in the particles. So this one says particles in a gas are well separated. So you're just going to draw some little circles and they're going to be well separated. Just like that. Particles in a liquid are close together and they fill the container, as we know from our notes. So we're going to put the particles all the way at the bottom, because those particles, when we pour a liquid into this container, they're going to fill the bottom of the container, okay? And then particles in a solid are tightly packed. These are going to be right next to each other and no spaces, tightly packed, just like that. They don't have to be perfect, but they're going to, if this is a cube and it's a solid cube, those particles are going to be tightly packed all the way through that cube. All right, so then you're going to cut those out, right? So we're going to do solid. So I'm going to cut out the solid square here. So you're going to cut out the whole square that talks about solid. All right, and you're actually going to paste that onto your flap. So I'm going back to my flap. You're actually going to paste it to the side so it matches up evenly If you go this way, I mean, it'll work, but it's going to hang off of your flap. So better to do it this way. All right, so I'm going to show you a finished version so that you can see how that's going to look. Right, and it's going to be colored as well. So I've got states of matter. So we've got solid, we've got the circle on the front. If I open this flap, I've got my particles about solids on that flap. And I can read solid, hold shape, and a fixed volume. Okay, then I can fold it back up. All right, liquid should read, you know, your liquid circle on the front here. We have an example cup on here. On this second flap, you have pasted the particles of a liquid are close together. And then we open it up, and liquid takes the shape of the container. It's a fixed volume. And you've got your glass of water or juice over here. All right, and then the last one is gas. So you've got your circle on the front flap. All of this is pasted down. Particles of the gas are well separated. I added little motion things here to make them look like they're moving around because gas particles are going to bounce around really quickly. So gas takes the shape of the container. It also takes the volume of the container. So for instance, a balloon, right? In this pan, the gas is sort of escaping out of the top of the pan there. All right, and then I just colored all my arrows some different colors to add some color, so do that. But again, the trickiest part really, if I go back to my flaps here, my original, okay, the hardest part really is just getting the glue where it's supposed to go. So the glue is going to go on the back of where it says solid. You're going to glue that down where it says solid so that you can open the two flaps on each side. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck.